I can see me.
You can see you? I can't see
not
you,
yet.
which is funny.
No, it just says it's waiting.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever think maybe you're waiting?
Whoa. You're waiting for a train.
Oh, God.
Well, oh, there. Live now. We're good. Yeah, we're good.
Really?
Yeah. I can see me. I can see
Oh,
you. Yeah, we're live.
it's not showing on mine.
Weird.
Ugh.
Not mine either. Well, Cole, take it away.
Yeah, this doesn't...
There it is.
You're seeing it?
I got it.
Okay, we're going without me being able to actually see it.
I gotta turn my sound off or it's gonna get real weird.
Yep.
There we go.
Cool. Well, this is Comic Burrito, a podcast live stream. I'm Todd.
I'm Cole.
I'm Nick.
Oh, yep.
Welcome.
There we go.
Yeah. I gotta decide which one I should drink.
Oh, apparently we have 4 live streams ready to go, is what Hollywood is saying. I don't know the left one.
My left or your left?
The first.
My goodness.
I can't see. It says first on it, not the Guinness.
That one?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
It's a West Coast IPA.
That sounds refreshing.
From Ludington.
Okay, the other live streams are being killed off.
Okay. One live stream to roll them all.
Yes. Yep, they're dead now.
Cole, were you here when I said that there's free Harleen #1?
I heard it on my headset, but I was upstairs. Is that on DC or Comixology?
Comixology.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. It was good. I pulled it.
Oh, apparently there was one where other people were chatting. This is also live.
Perfect.
Right now?
Yeah.
No, I'll do live streams up.
It should be done now. It should be. Theoretically, it should be done.
Yeah, so for anyone that didn't know or hear, we had a few video card related issues, but apparently it made us have 4 of these, but I think we're good now.
Yep. And now the live chat's not going into my phone, which is cool. That's great. Everything's working out splendidly.
Yeah.
This is going super well. Hell yeah.
Well, our interview earlier went better than this, so it's...
Yeah, that's good. That's really what's important.
It looks like Joe blames you.
Who?
Hollywood.
Oh, that's fine.
I'll do it.
It's all... That's fine. You can blame me for things. No one ever is like, way to go for this existing, but everyone's like, you're to blame when it's going wrong.
I'm pretty sure I said you did a good job at least once.
At least once.
And yes, Todd does use a green screen, right?
I do.
An actual green screen.
I do.
Lots of comics that ask.
Peer into the void.
Yeah.
It says we got some echoes.
Oh, interesting.
They might be temporarily while live streams were going. Hey, the chat popped up onto the thing now, so there's one issue. I will forever remember them in my mind, poser.
It's from the other chat.
Yeah, there was another chat. So
that's nice. Yeah, it's a green screen. Bingo bango. I like that. Yeah. Well, thanks for sticking with us during another rough start.
We'll improve at one point.
Yeah, this is the beginning part of the burrito where there's no actual filling. You just are eating tortilla, and you're like, there has to be filling at some point while I'm eating this burrito.
Or if you're at Taco Bell, it's just the bite of just rice.
It's the.
You're like,
where's the crap? Where's the shit? That's where we're.
Sounds like we're still getting echoes.
We're still getting echoes.
I don't hear any echoes.
I don't know how to check for this because I don't want to mess with anything. The setup is exactly the same as it has been.
It sounds like it might be me. Is anyone else echoing, or is it just me?
I don't hear it at all.
Oh, you got it too, Nick. It's more like we have reverb on our voices, I think.
Okay.
Hold up. I'm going to troubleshoot on the fly. Here we go. Because all the problems have to happen now. You're going to lose.
Nick's eating popcorn.
I'm hungry, man. I didn't have dinner. What did everybody have for dinner?
I had fish sticks and spinach.
We had fish sticks yesterday.
We bought a bunch of spinach. My wife cooked it, and then we flash froze it, and it definitely did not taste very good. But I think that it's not like yeah, it sounds like Lost in Comics says it's not really that bad. It's just kind of echoey. When I listened, it kind of sounded reverby, I guess.
I would be curious to know if it might be solved now. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Can people still hear me? Nope.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
You can hear me? It's not being picked up. You guys talk, please.
Hello.
What do you want me to say?
That's good enough, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It sounds like there's no more echo now.
No more echo, but I'm not positive. You can hear me?
Can anyone hear Todd? Everyone can hear Todd?
I guess I could just turn my volume up. Okay, we're all good. Well, hey, this took a while, but we're safe. I think you're pointing to me, but then I always forget how it actually works. Oh, yeah, you're definitely, yeah. Wait, cool. All right, I guess we can start this the real way now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there, I see it now. Oh, interesting. I think there's a possibility I had two mics going.
Still proud of you, bud.
That's the second time.
Slight echo was happening. All right. So this is a Comic Burrito podcast that's totally working and flawless. I'm Todd.
I'm Cole.
That's Nick.
I'm Nick.
And we get it done 100% of the time, 60% of the time.
And I'm eating popcorn.
Yeah.
I gotta put the popcorn away. All right. So I'm gonna start off real quick because I've been like excited but saving it. Drove home from Lowe's today and I noticed a package on my porch, and my wife was like, "What is that?" And I think I know what that is, and it's a shout out to Joe Comic Fan who sent me this because I think he got it sent to him. And maybe maybe he had an extra copy, I think it was, or something. I forget exactly what it was. And I don't know why I didn't just open it earlier. But
hey.
Yeah.
The sound of tape and crinkles is music to everyone's ears. Oh, nice.
Woo! Yeah.
So all of my TKO stuff has been just the regular trades. And so now I have this awesome little 6-issue box of Sarah, which I didn't own yet. Yeah. So thank you, Joe. This is awesome. Super excited to read this.
Should we compare the sizes of them?
See? Yeah, look, see, mine's this big.
Yeah, I also have this other TK.
Put yours
TKO
up against
book.
mine.
Yeah.
I think that one, does that look the same size?
Yeah, I think they're roughly the same. Awesome. Very cool. So you haven't read it yet, obviously.
No, I read the first issue on like the free issue thing.
Cool.
And I did like it, but it didn't make my my first round of purchase. It probably would have been on my second round.
Nice.
But yeah, thanks, Joe. Super cool.
Way to go, Joe. That's dope.
I don't know if Joe is watching or not, but if he is, thanks.
so that'll segue into what I've been reading.
Yeah.
I've been reading a lot of TKO, weirdly enough, after all the orders. So I've read through Sarah.
Hey, I have that book.
Oh yeah?
Have you read it?
Read it yet?
No.
Oh man.
Read it.
I own it. But no, I haven't read it.
I haven't read it.
So Sarah, The Banks, and Goodnight Paradise. Which, all right, so out of the three, surprisingly, if you would have listed me off all of the TKO books, and I've read these three plus Eve plus Sentient so far, if you would have listed off all of the descriptions and everything, I've been like, Sarah is most likely going to be my least favorite, just out of subject matter. I'm not a war guy, snipers, that kind of stuff. I mean, I like Saving Private Ryan, I like Black Hawk Down, I like Band of Brothers. That's not really being a war guy. I just like some war things. This is my favorite TKO book so far. The art, the storytelling, just the art and the writing are so solid, and oh my goodness, from like beginning to end, I love how it ends. I love everything. This is my favorite out of the 5 that I've read so far in TKO. Fantastic. Highly recommend. Not even if you're... I can recommend it outside of being a war genre fan. If you like war, my goodness, you really need to read it. If you don't, I still think you'll enjoy it. It's really good.
That's exactly what I thought about it before I ordered it.
Yeah, there it is. And then The Banks is fantastic. It's a heist story. It's definitely different than most heist stories. It's really cool. It's very interesting. The art and the writing. TKO is really solid. It's hard to not... I haven't disliked anything I've read from them so far. But The Banks... And then... Did either of you guys pick up Goodnight Paradise?
No.
I really, really wanted to. I read the first issue and I went, this can go either way, and I knew it was going to go that way. And it's
so fucking heavy. It is so fucking heavy, but it is really good. I finished it today. It kind of wrecked me a little bit. It's really like, it's hard because it's a little too real. Like on some parts, you're like, oh, that's society. No, that's how things work.
Yeah.
Thanks. I try to forget about those things. It's probably not good that I try to forget about them, but I try. But it's really good. It's a really awesome book. Once again, the art and the writing, fantastic. It's so solid. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I love it. So I highly recommend all 3 of these from TKO presents Goodnight Paradise, The Banks, Sarah, plus Sentient and even Extinction, which I've read already. They're awesome. They're amazing.
They do have 2 copies. I think at the Comic Signal, I was thinking about just being like, why don't you just give me one of these instead of just dealing with the middleman stuff, like get rid of their stock. Maybe they'll buy new stock.
Of what? Which one?
Of Goodnight Paradise. Because that's the one Nick and I both don't have. I actually got these 2. I just opened the package. It's been sitting in my garage, but Banks was one where I like heist, I like crime stuff. And this one was one where I kind of like the first issue, so I was like, well, I'll check that out.
You haven't read them yet?
I have not. I just opened them like 15 minutes ago. When I went upstairs, when we were just starting this, that's what I did.
We all got fairly large orders in.
Yeah.
I will say, oh my god, since the last live stream, this is what I've gotten.
We did take a week off last week too.
We did. So there's an extra week here, but this is per pound. Much more than I would normally do. But there is a lot. There's the very 2 bottom ones would be Saga and Batman Creature of the Night. After that is all Black Mask and Source Point. Oh my god.
Yeah.
My traps are blasted, bruh. Oh.
These are the 4 Source Point books I did before the free comic book day. So I read this one.
What'd you think of that one?
I really liked it. It's pretty short. It's like I would say it's like annual size. I mean, it's like not stapled. It's that thicker one. It kind of is like it's it's like a weird love story that kind of deals with a cult, but it also, I think it's I forget if it's Japan or Korea, but I think
Korea.
it's like, have you read it?
Yeah, I read it. Yeah,
Okay.
I read it the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of go through with the like, I think like the base of like suicide might be pretty big there, so it's like they kind of go around that, and it's
Yeah.
Really big.
you know, so
So
I like that. I
Source
mean, it's
Point is pretty dark.
yeah.
Yep. They don't.
I mean,
they don't shy away from stuff.
Overall, the
No.
art's good, and like it's hard. I was looking up the artist, and you don't like. It took me a while. Oh, they also have this pretty cool panel, where it's kind of like panels within one giant map where you see like this is how they're actually running. But yeah, I like that. I read Salvagers. This is really good. It is. So the idea is when ships wreck in the like in space, there are crews that go collect them. So this is kind of dealing with a crew. One of the members ends up there's like a 4-man crew. One of them has some trouble with gambling debt. So they're doing like kind of a weird mission, and it turns out to be something way different than they thought. But I think the art's pretty good. It's the same author that wrote Ogres and
Yeah.
Ogre. This is the only one I haven't read that I got, but it is the author of that book, Sean Daly. And these are like, I think, a collection of short stories, but Samurai Grandpa, I'm almost complete. This might be one of my new favorite Source Point books.
Yeah, I have not read that one yet.
I picked
like the
that up
art
outside of the free. I have not read that yet.
I mean,
book.
yeah,
I have not read this yet. This came in with my Source Point. I got it along with the free comic book days, but I bought.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I still haven't finished it, so I guess maybe I'm thinking a little too fast, but it's kind of like this little spiritual quest. It's different than I thought too. There's like, some anthropomorphic ninjas in it.
Anthropomorphized ninjas?
Yeah, so they're like there's some monkey ones, and there's some other stuff.
Ninjas.
Yeah.
And then I also got through I don't know. I got the complete Shamnabus, which is like a riff on old classic comic books. Essentially.
Oh, interesting. Is that from Source Point?
It's from Source Point, and it was described to me as a mystery science theater of comic books, where it's kind of poking fun and commentating on them. Should we do a quick rundown of like what we got, or maybe our favorite things of what we got from the free comic book?
Well, I got stuff that I still bought that I read. Like did either of you get this?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
I don't usually get singles from. Very rarely will I get singles from Source Point.
I mean, it's the thicker. It's like Wild Strawberries. It's not stapled. If you like 90s slasher movies and stuff, like this
is it a one shot?
I mean, they could go more.
Okay, because I get their one shots, but then I try to do because I trade weight and all of that. So
yeah.
I get
yeah. This is one shot. This isn't
That's
like
the
issue
stuff
one.
I'll pick up then. Nice.
Yeah. Cool. Pick that up. Paradox.
Oh yeah.
I really, really liked this. I really liked that. And as terrible as they made me feel inside.
Yeah.
And you read this one too, right?
This is like my new obsession. Have you read that one, Cole?
I have not read. I literally got these are my free comic book day ones that they had.
That one's a different author.
I opened these right before we did this.
There's a little note on page 1 from the author about what's going on with that book, and I would definitely read that before you read that one. If you've read these. Yeah. Because this was cool. That was cool.
This is probably my favorite pickup from the free comic book day, just because I like this cover.
I really like that one. I got that one.
Which one?
The Ogres variant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like the cover. I saw it when they posted it, and I wanted to buy it, and I think it was like super expensive at one point. So
it's like one of my favorite variant covers I own.
Yeah.
You've bagged and boarded them already? Read it. You're so far ahead of me.
I haven't read any of it, and I just really like this book. Like, this
Dude,
is
it's
one that I
great.
would have just bought if it was on the shelf.
Did you guys get Floppy Cop?
Yeah,
I got the
haven't read it
first
yet.
issue.
Okay, because I got the special edition ones in their auction that I didn't really want to touch. So I got the free one, so I'm really excited to be able to like, read it proper and reread it and all that. I'm really excited about Skyland. That looks really awesome. I'm really intrigued. The art looks really cool. It's Packard and Valerie. Hope is really good.
Yeah, there were a few of the ones too that they had on there that I've already gotten like the actual like.
Yeah, me too.
Pull, so it's just like, I'll let somebody else take these.
Yeah.
I'm actually starting kind of like that short box there is kind of just for my like source point books now. Like I went through all the trouble of like intermixing everything, and now I have all the source point stuff, and I'm like, I kind of want this to have its own place, just because there's so many like one shots and smaller things and stuff that I feel like in my other boxes it all just get lost.
Speaking of the rejected and the auction thing that I did, I won a raffle.
Yeah.
In that auction, because I bought some Floppy Cop stuff. I bought the San Diego Comic-Con Dead End Kids #1 variant that only had like 100 run of. So I got one of those, and then I got a Corinne Roberts original painting in it. So I won one of the raffles that they did from it, and I don't have the paint. It looks like a really cool cover. It's a really cool cover that's an original done on it by Josh Werner, an artist for Source Point Press, and it's goodness,
dope. It's dope.
Goodness.
And I think if you go to Todd's Twitter, you can watch him draw it.
Yes, it's on my Twitter, and he did a little like 20-second video of him doing it, and goodness, is that gorgeous.
Wow.
He did such a good job. That's so much more effort than I thought I was going to get for it.
Right.
Like, I just won a raffle. He could have just been like, Josh Warner wrote on your comic, did it. And then it's like, whoa, this is like...
Yeah, do like a Tom King cover.
Yeah, exactly.
Like with stick figure. Yeah, this is blood with an arrow.
It's scary.
Yeah, Mr. Teeth, scary man.
But I would say the one thing I picked up that I'm the most excited about is this bad boy.
Woohoo!
It is, and I guess too, this is a standard.
Nice Earth 1 too.
Yeah, I grabbed these two from in stock with this. I've been like meaning to get this. It's the only thing that I would say is like it's so big it's like cumbersome. But all the art is giant sized. So it's pretty sweet to read. It's been cool like rereading. It also comes with one of the little flags. The only thing that I'm kind of bummed out about is
an attached bookmark.
Yeah, it was in there, and they kind of went like down and then back up, and like I got to like a page where you could see the indentation because that like piece of stuff had just been sitting there for so long.
It's only for you though. I mean, that's what's nice. I mean, like, it'll probably even out over time too, especially if you just keep it closed. But that's awesome. I in stock order. I got my Black Mask in. Maybe one of the nicest feeling hardcover books. 4 kids walk into a bank. It also has like book-like pages. They're a little bit thinner, but it's really nice. I really like it. It's good quality. It's good stuff. Black Mask. The Disciples. God Killer, which I'm pretty excited about. It's pretty. It's a pretty racy cover. But it looks really good. The art looks intense.
That looks big for like a normal trade. Is it big or is it not?
It is big.
So big.
Well, I just meant like thick too. Like it looks like it might be like like maybe 6 issues.
It's
got
tall, it's taller, wider, and thicker.
All the things.
All of the things. Toe Tag Riot because Punk's Undead Man. It's a punk rock book. with zombies. I don't know how to not read that. We Are the Danger, which I'm really stoked about.
That looks good.
It looks really good. Maybe the one I'm most excited for is We Can Never Go Home.
I really need that book.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. There it is.
I don't, like I said, I don't read the actual descriptions of stuff. I was pleasantly surprised. I just thought it was going to be a general crime book. Like, I like crime. Let's get it.
And then
nope.
Maybe the one that I love, my favorite cover out of all of them, The Wilds, which is really cool.
That kind of reminds me of I don't know what the show is, but I think there's a show on like USA that they always promote in between wrestling that like somebody wears something. I don't know. That image just reminds me of it.
Oh, the bandana thing?
Yeah.
And then I also got Batman Creature of the Night.
Who wrote that?
It is Busiek.
Kurt
Busiek, Superman's Secret Identity in Astro City, and then illustrated by John Leon, Mother Panic, which Mother Panic's really good. But yeah, so Creature of the Night, pretty cool.
Is that new, old? I don't know anything about that story.
It is Bruce Wainwright was a happy 9-year-old obsessed with Batman comics, imagining what it must be like to be the Dark Knight. His world crumbles when his parents are killed in a robbery gone wrong. Orphaned, he is sent to a private boarding school where he broods. He thirsts for vengeance and has no outlet. Not in a world that lacks superheroes. Bruce desperately wishes for Batman to bestow vengeance on those cowardly criminals, and sometimes wishes come true.
So it's an origin story?
A bat-like creature finds his parents as killers. No, it is not an origin story. A bat-like creature finds his parents as killer, beginning the most unimaginable odyssey of all. It's because if you look at the cover, that's not actually Batman.
Oh.
Like,
so is it Man Bat?
It's Creature of the Night. It's definitely different. And then I got Saga.
Yeah, which I think Grabs might have asked about that.
Yeah.
And from what you can tell that it seems pretty solid, right?
It seems solid enough. It's $35 when I bought it. It's $35 value. It's not.
It's 554 issues of Saga.
Yeah, it's 54 issues of a comic book that retails at $60 that I got for like $35. It's solid enough for that price point for sure. And then it's just a way so that I don't have to keep opening up my singles that now are worth money, which I hate that. I don't like it when my comics are worth money. I just want to be able to read them and not worry about it. So this lets me keep my nice Saga #1, I guess.
That sounded wet.
It was wet.
for a fart noise.
Yeah, it's a wet fart, man, because that bums me out. But
because we ate burritos.
So yeah, right.
You'll learn about it later.
So I'll read this and be able to still enjoy it. Which I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Saga. It's kind of low key, but it's pretty good. I recommend it.
It's a good thing you're here for our expert.
Yeah.
We have these these little known books that are pretty good that a lot of people haven't heard about.
Yeah, these indie titles. I like that we go from Black Mask to Batman to Saga. It's
Well, I mean, even like Saga, like I play in this game, it's called Starfinder. It's Pathfinder in space, but like everyone in that group are like, I don't read comic books, but I know what Saga is. Because we were like, what ship should we do? And I was like, let's do this giant tree ship. Nice. And then everyone's like, well, it kind of doesn't make sense that would be our ship. So we went with the Firefly one.
Oh, nice. Hey, Firefly. You mean just Firefly? You went with a Firefly?
Sure. I've never seen the show.
It's a Firefly model. That's what Serenity is the name of the ship, but Firefly is its model.
Yeah. So instead of like roll the dice, had to wait 3 years for $3.
For which one? Bitsole? 3 years for 3 books.
Saga? So behind on comments.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Bruce Wainwright is funny. I think that's the idea. It's supposed to be a little like tongue in cheek, but it's like
that just totally went over my head that you even said that. I was only Serenity.
I'm getting it. Serenity? Nice.
No, this one. Did you guys read this yet?
I have not. I haven't read
I haven't read it
52 yet.
Oh.
This is a post-corona comic book.
Post-corona.
Because I
Like
got
one of the first ones. This is
Cool.
DC. Shout out to DC for making comic books.
how, and you said it seems fairly the same.
At quality.
Oh, he's talking about Creature of the Night. That's the book that took 3 years for $3 bucks.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. I don't notice anything different.
It hasn't
Maybe
spontaneously exploded on you or anything?
no. Like let me find 752.
I wonder, this is a really weird question. Did you notice or not notice if there were more and or less ads in it?
I did not notice.
Now this is going to be an even weirder question. What's the mouthfeel difference between the two?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. All right, so we got 752, a pre-corona comic book.
Pre-corona
comic book. And these are basically the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So put them next to like on top of each other. Dimensions?
I mean,
no, dimensions wise, identical.
You know what? The new one might be just bigger.
Good job, DC.
Nice.
We're just going.
Can I get down there just a fuzz?
Oh yeah, look at that.
Look at
just
that.
a fuzz. That's a sliver.
It's close, man. But page feel and like everything else. These are the same.
They're the same. Grab said the new books are only toxic when exposed to oxygen. I hope that's an Office reference. Because that's a really deep cut of Office references when Pam is calling in to the radio station when Dwight is doing the interview. The paper's not toxic at all. Unless it's exposed to oxygen. Then it's very toxic.
It's very toxic.
It's very toxic.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. I was happy to get new comic books on a Tuesday. I know Cole didn't like that for some reason.
You can get your tacos and your comics all on Tuesday. Taco Comic Tuesday.
He's all upset about getting comics a day early. Like, that's not the dream.
Yeah, but then, I mean, it's just like, the multiple, like right now, it's going to, like, once it all happens, it won't be that big of a deal, but it's like waiting a day if I go in on Wednesday to get everything.
Then like, that's what I'll do. I'll go in one day.
I trade weight on so much stuff, I do not feel bad.
Yeah.
Like, you're waiting a day?
I will still go in at least once a week. Or maybe I'll go in twice. Yeah. I'd go in on Tuesday and Wednesday. I love going to my comic book store.
Do you like going to it now, or would you rather just make it a one-time thing since it's like kind of a pain?
No, I'd go all the time.
Right now?
Sure.
But you're not actually going. You're just going to your car and grabbing comics. And
no, I would go to their parking lot and be like, hi, and take my book and be like, bye, and leave. And it puts me in such a good mood just to see them and to get some books. And it's that sliver of normalcy.
Yeah. I also got 2 long boxes the last time that I went. So instead of having them try and like put it through my window, I was like, you could just set it on the ground. I'll move it to my car in a little bit.
Pop the trunk.
Oh, I just roll my window down. I put my mask on, and then Sherry hands me my books, and then I leave.
There you go.
Oh, I had the son. I don't know his name because I'm bad with names. Derek, maybe?
Jake? I don't know.
Shut up about the sun. Shut up about the sun.
But yeah, new books.
Yeah, new books. I just realized I still have, for people who are watching, we'll have an interview up soon with the writer and creator of Project Shadowbreed from Amazing Action Comics. I forgot that because for the interview we don't have this normal template thing going on, so I put this as my background, and now I just realized I still have it up, and it's right next to the other comic burrito.
Yeah,
and it's not
in a different color.
We're like,
it doesn't match the background.
Are you sure? I want to make sure everybody knows this is comic burrito.
Yeah.
Should I make this bigger? I don't know if it's prominent enough.
No, I'm in the black van.
Perfect. You know, honestly, nowadays that could be like just somebody delivering groceries.
I don't know how to change it. I've never done it.
I don't know if you can.
I don't think you can do it on a phone.
Yeah, I can. Hold on. Virtual background.
Yeah.
Look,
it's
now I'm in fish.
Ooh. I wish you just put a picture of. You should take a picture of your current like
setup.
Just the regular background.
Take a current picture of your wall and then make it a virtual background.
Well, let me turn it off because I don't like it.
It's a fish.
Yeah. The fish merges with your hat a little bit. Oh, there's a picture of you in the room.
Amazing. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to kiss me. Hold on.
Oh yeah, that's what everyone's waiting for. Oh wait, we lost all of our viewers.
Oh no.
Well, you just swapped it.
What?
You guys swapped places for some reason on my screen, and it's very confusing to me.
I did accidentally stop video for a little bit.
Oops.
Oh.
What should I do? Should I do Parks and Rec, the Bat Cave, or Oa? I could be Dick Bump.
Yeah, Dick Bump.
Dick Bump.
Dick Bump. Oh, it's censored. You can't even see it. Or I could go back to having a video of us behind me.
That's so weird and creepy. But I'm kind of into it, especially when I'm doing this.
See, Todd, in your spare time, you need to make a video where it's 3 Todds sitting behind you talking.
Yes. At least, keep me and then put me over you guys.
Right.
So that it's just, yeah. But I'm going to take it really seriously, and I'm going to get, like, the shirts you guys have, and I'm going to actually, play your parts. I should just do a whole episode without you guys. I have the whole setup. It's all here.
That would be kind of funny.
I'm okay with that.
Oh, it's back for a second.
Why don't you review something with 9 panels as all of us?
Yeah. This seemed really good.
But I do us in a 9 panel, but I'm just all 9 panels.
Yeah.
Right.
It's essentially the Brady Bunch.
This is not good. Yeah, it's essentially the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, so it's been a while since we've kind of, I guess, last talked. I've been reading a lot of Chew still.
Chew.
I'm like 3 issues from completing it. And it's one of those things where it's like, do I want to just complete it at this point? Not that it's bad. I'm just like saying, like, once it's done, like I've been reading this on and off for the last 2-3 months, maybe. I don't know if I started this in March or not. But it's kind of been, I started it in March, so it's been my kind of quarantine book that I've been going off and on. Oh, you had a nice little dick bump there.
I had a dick bump right behind me.
Middle West dick bump.
Yep. I would like to hear what's other people been reading, and also I got this extra issue of Dead End Kids, this extra graphic novel of Dead End Kids that I got. And I don't need 2 of them. If somebody in the comments wants to come up with a good giveaway idea, I would love to send this to somebody who has not read this. Have you read it, Nick?
Yeah.
I own it and have read it.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we could.
We've all read it, correct?
I have the singles. I pulled it.
Yeah.
From Cole's suggestion.
Yeah.
I pulled that one, and it was very good. It's very good.
I mean, we could even maybe do a review on it.
Mm-hmm. And then something attached to it.
Yeah, like for a week, put if you leave a comment or something, and then later on we'll pull it from there or something.
Yeah. But yeah, so at some point in the near future, I'm going to give this away.
Oh.
Because I have my 2 copies.
I forgot about another thing I got.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get those too? You got those today too, right?
I'm going to take a bathroom break.
You're
going to come back with one on.
Something is Killing the Children bandana. I don't really want to open mine because I got mine signed by James Tiny Onion the 4th, and I kind of maybe want to open it up and maybe get something up here for it because it's just one of my favorite things, and that's super awesome. In fact, Cole, I even I even asked my wife. I'm like, is it like bad that I want to save this envelope that I'm now sharing my address with everyone on the internet?
Yeah.
But because like he wrote that.
He might have not though. He might have a personal assistant or a friend that writes it.
Maybe. I don't
but
know.
Now you have what you got to do though is you have his address. Send him Christmas cards.
Well, it's
Is it a PO box?
No, it's not. No, it's not. So maybe we'll have to I don't know. Maybe we'll have to have Todd do something with this feed now. Now that I put my address on there.
Yeah.
Not that I'm a hard guy to find. Anyways.
So somebody had asked about the bandana. He actually posted on Twitter, "I'm selling these," and we ended up. No, they asked how we got them, but yeah, he said that he was selling them, and I know that the three of us all got one. They were like $12, I want to say $12.50 was shipping.
15?
Something like that. I don't remember.
I think it's 15 or something. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Now somebody's telling you that you can open it.
Todd's
back.
I opened it. Here we go.
Oh, you opened it? I was trying to save you from that.
It's now worthless.
It is now worthless.
Look at that. Bam. Oh, it's so good. Hold on. This is just...
I wish I could be part of this, but mine didn't come yet. You got to go over the nose.
Oh, it's so good with glasses.
Oh, I can already see your glasses fogging up in the video.
Yeah. I love it, man.
Todd will fix mine in post.
No, he will not. Because it's live.
Hey, Todd. So speaking of fixing in post, I just shared my whole address with the whole world.
That's Nick's fault. It's on
him. Live stream.
You can go ahead and just blur that out. That'd be great.
You can't actually.
Nope, that's just... Sorry, buddy. That sucks. You dum-dum. So, did you guys talk about how... Yes, this one's cool and all, but I got two. Because I got one to give away. When we hit 100 YouTube subscribers, we are going to do a giveaway for this second bandana for something that's healing the children. And whew, that's not comfortable.
Yeah. And we might even throw in like the first trade for that too.
Yeah, or a digital edition or something.
Yeah, something.
Might be. This is still pretty cool. This is pretty limited. So,
yeah.
But yeah, so when we hit 100, we're going to put up one of these. And
I think he said that he had them for one of the conventions that was now canceled. Yeah, and since it was canceled, he decided to put them up. I was hounding him for I felt a month of hey, when are these going to be for sale? When are these going to be for sale? And then just happened to see it. He's the only notification I get on Twitter that when he tweets, it's my phone lets me know. And yeah, very cool. It's a good quality bandana.
You can give it to your favorite Kansan right now. I mean, is Dorothy still? I thought she wasn't.
Ouch.
I just give TV.
Or their whole defense you might like because they won you a fantasy football team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did. That was dope.
Well, great. Now it's just not folded the same.
It's kind of like toothpaste.
It's not how you're gonna store it, anyways. You gotta.
Once you take it out the tube, it's never going back.
Take it out.
I think you said it's like Two-Face, and then you said it you can't go back in the tube. I'm like, what Two-Face are you? Are you mean Clayface?
Or I might just wear it. We'll see.
There you go.
gotta have a cool mask to wear when I go grocery shopping.
Yeah. I like the idea, or at least like it's a cool like neck bandana. It's kind of like the second mouth on the throat, so I can do a Finn Balor type thing with the demon.
You got your Finn Balor? Oh no, you definitely don't. I've already seen it. I was really mad. I was looking on the store to see which ones are available. They only have Seth freaking Rollins, and I don't want that.
You.
I don't want that one.
Burn it down, man. Burn it down.
Burn it down. I'm not into the Monday Night Messiah right now.
Monday Night Rollins. Monday Night Messiah. Burn it down. So that came in the mail. That was yesterday? Today? Okay.
I got mine yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
No. Yeah.
May have been today.
Oh man, I still haven't.
No, it's yesterday because today I got Sarah.
Ah, yes.
From Joe. Thanks, Joe.
Well, what, Joe?
Just maybe he's watching now and wasn't earlier.
Yeah.
Joe, you watching?
Joe, where you at, Joe?
Joe.
I don't think so. But maybe.
I'm just gonna wear it like this.
They're like, no, you gotta turn it around.
That would scare people more.
Ugh.
It's just something is killing the children on your face.
They're like, what is it?
What is it? Tell me.
It's Batman. Batman kills children.
Yeah, Batman kills babies.
Babies especially.
Oh man.
Folding with Comic Burrito.
Yeah. I also caught up on. I had a lot of issues of Champions from Marvel, which if you don't know, they're like their younger superhero team. Mm-hmm. So it's Marvel, or it's Miles Morales, Spider-Man. Yeah, it's Spider-Man, Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, Vision, the Nova, Sam Alexander, Braun's in it, which is Amadeus Cho Hulk that changed his name to Braun at some point in time.
Sure.
And then Riri, and there's a few other randoms. But that's pretty good. Apparently it's done.
Gonna be reading Zdarsky's Daredevil run later tonight. Nice. That's cool.
I have not read that, but I like Zdarsky a lot.
Ooh. Rat Queens. Hell yeah.
Did you read Rat Queens?
Yeah, it's good.
I love the first trade, and I never read anything after that.
Good. It's real good. Nice. And yeah, he's reading the first trade. It's good. It's a really good first trade too.
Yeah. It's kind of like
it should be sucking you in enough to go farther. It's really weird you read one and then was like, it just didn't happen for you.
One of my friends told me that they like changed something about it and it wasn't as good.
Yeah, remember when you said the same thing about Wicked and Divine? How did that end up?
Yeah. And then my friend, I definitely was like, why'd you tell me this was bad? He was like, I definitely did not tell you that. I read it all.
Nick is
just 1 second. No, you're good.
I don't know what's happening.
Are we supposed to actually not talk while we're waiting for him? He was acting.
I don't know.
I have the whole Champions run. Nice. Hey,
yeah, I mean, I really liked the team. Like, I liked their way of doing stuff. Like, team books can be kind of hard sometimes. And I feel like the way that they tried to do stuff was like, you know, like hey, did we actually destroy stuff? Like, they actually, like, that was something they didn't want to do. And they, were like, we're doing problems that, like, other superheroes probably don't. Oh, now we got to the actual, here, it's a Comic Burrito on your background.
You said Tom King or something, I think.
Or we actually said, or that was the end.
No, it's the end.
Oh.
Now I just don't know how this does it start back over?
I think so. We're talking about Middle West.
Oh my goodness. I think Nick disappeared.
I don't know what happened.
He may be peeing.
What else did I read here? I read 2 issues of Black Hammer. Also, I'm not sure if I ever finished Batman Damned, and I found issue 3.
Oh, nice.
I really like the art of that book, and it was kind of like I don't know. The ending was just kind of like, oh, Okay.
Okay, you read 3 then since you found
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was really
Yeah.
good. It's different. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
mean,
like
I like
fun. It's not like fun in the fun way, but it's like it's fun that it's different.
Yeah, that issue, Swamp Thing shows up. That was
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool. I liked
I love me some Swamp Thing.
Constantine more
Constantine's
in
my
it
boy.
than I
Yeah.
did Batman, I guess.
Who's the original lineup in Champions?
The original lineup is well, the original 3 were Nova, Miles Morales, and Kamala Khan.
Cool.
Unless they're talking like the real, but then they add in Braun, Viv, and oh, I lied. It had Cyclops. Cyclops was the original.
Okay.
Cyclops traveled in time,
Naturally.
traveled in the future as a kid to join the champions. And then he travels back. He was the original leader. And then Kamala Khan takes over.
That's weird.
Yeah, and it's funny because in one of the later runs,
that sounds super Marvel-y.
in the later runs, they re-meet with Cyclops, and it's adult Cyclops. And Kamala Khan's like, I don't know if you remember, and he's like, all my memories are still here. And she was like, she's like, I knew you'd make a great leader, and she like hugs him and is like, that's awesome. But that was also when Cyclops was like maybe murdering people and stuff like that.
Nice.
So like it's kind of funny because it's like that's probably not what the champions are into, but whatever. You're here with Cyclops.
That's such a Marvel synopsis for something. Like,
yeah.
Somebody travels back through time as their future self through time to go back so that they can be the leader as a younger version of themselves of this group.
And I think the general idea was that he like somehow figured out that he was murdering people, so he wanted to like go back and help people to justify bad actions. I don't know if this is real or not. I might be making this up. It might be Cole headcanon.
Cole Cannon.
Yeah,
Coleman.
the Cole Cannon.
It's Coleman. Coleman. Baby Cyclops. Baby Cyclops. Baby Cyclops as like if the mutant gene activated as a baby, Baby Cyclops would be terrifying.
Yeah. Oof.
No, the baby opened their eyes again. We're all dead. Oh man. Oh. Yeah,
Green
buddy.
Lantern.
It's so good. It's so good. You're welcome. Dude, it's so good. It's so good. That's my boy.
I can't believe I almost forgot about this.
Look at where I'm at.
I know. I finally, all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, I need to talk about Green Lantern. And I had to run upstairs and find where my box was. And I'm like in my bedroom and my wife is all like, what's going on? And and I found it. And like, I liked season 1, right? Season 1 was really good for my first Green Lantern type stuff. And Black Stars was good. This issue specifically, I don't want to like spoil anything, but I would go just buy even just this one.
Yeah.
If you haven't bought the other ones, just go buy 3 and see how it hits you, I guess.
See how it hits you. Grant Morrison.
See how it hits you.
That's literally the only reason I bought this, because Grant Morrison's writing it. And I was like, oh, I'll give it a try.
This is like one of my favorite out of all the boxes that I have back here. Like this is one of my favorite ones. If I was compiling just one of my short boxes together of all my favorite issues, this would make it in that box early, very, very early. Very good.
I still have not picked it up yet.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So we can't talk about it. We're also on live. We really can't talk about it. Yeah. But it's really good.
I don't need to talk about it really all that much other than it's just like
I think it's crazy that Nick had to go run upstairs so he could talk about Green Lantern.
Yeah.
That it's like I said, man, I don't know. You don't understand, Todd. I've been wrestling.
One of us.
I've been wrestling with it, being like, I think I might need to drop Green Lantern. It's just not there. I know. I was like, Todd's not gonna like it. I'm like, but I can save myself $4 a month.
Whew.
You know, check
That's
something
taco
else
money.
out.
That's taco money.
It is taco money. It's yeah. And I was so close to dropping it. In fact, I was like at the end of Black Stars, even I was like, I think I just a clean break, and so good.
What did you think of issue 2? Because it is intentionally obtuse. That's a weird book because it's literally like one of the things is you can't talk right, so that they write it like they can't talk right, and you don't know that in the beginning, so it's really off-putting. It's really off-putting.
I forget what page it is that they like clue you in, but no joke, I reread pages like twice.
I did too, because I'm like, I'm not picking something up.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is going on? And finally, I was just like, fuck it.
I'm just gonna push through.
And that was one of the times that I'm like, I don't even understand what's going on. I'm gonna drop this book. And then I hit like that page, and it was just like, oh, God. Yeah, and got through that, and then hit issue 3, and because I had waited and read all 3, and it so far now I just need more now.
So good.
It's very good.
Morrison knows how to write a book.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not saying he's better than.
First time, right?
I don't like this better. Yeah, it's his first. He's a rookie.
His first book.
Yeah, that's why we have an episode called Moore versus Morrison. It's just Green Lantern Run versus all of Alan Moore's work. I really like. I'm the same way.
Oh, Sam, get season 2.
I think he's already been getting it. He just hasn't read past Black Stars. So I think he's the same spot that I'm at.
It's a lot.
Read these
the only
3
thing
now.
is like,
read these 3 right now. No,
I super enjoyed season 1, reading it all at like once, but
I know you do. I read the first 3 and then just like if you can let the rest settle, then wait. But just read the first 3. It'll take you like half hour. 45 minutes?
I also started this yesterday.
What's your average time per book?
It really depends, because like you give me a book like Gideon Falls, I can read an issue in that in like 5 minutes.
I say 5 to 7 minutes is my average, I guess, per book.
But like you give me a Scott Snyder issue of something, it's probably going to take me like 15 minutes.
Yeah, it really just depends on what you're doing.
Like those like Ninja Turtle Batmans. The Ninja Turtle Batmans have a ton of dialogue, and those ones take me a long time because I'm actually digesting. Which I started the second one because
you're that behind?
I only read the first one because you guys were talking about it.
Oh man!
So I got the second one because it's on DC Universe.
And you're
3 only has 1 issue on DC Universe.
Oh, okay.
DC Universe. I've been reading them on there because it's like, well, I pay for this to watch Harley Quinn.
I was like, there's more than 3. There's more than 1 and 3. That's
but yeah, I mean,
like, what did I read? Someone did some really good fan art.
I think it was issue 2 of number 2. Splinter, or not Splinter. Yeah, sorry. Splinter.
Shredder? Splinter?
No, it's Splinter. Splinter. Batman and Leonardo are all out, and they say something like, "Is it okay that we left all the children together?" Because like Damien's with like them, and that's when they're playing like, what is it, like Angry Pony Racers or something weird like that. Like Damien's like trying to kill Michelangelo because he beats him. Which I don't know.
It's been 3 kind of throws you for a loop a little bit. So like I haven't read 1 and 2. Like I read 1 and 2. That series is one of my oldest pulls.
I think 2 is my favorite of the batch.
2 is? Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
With I like Bane in it too. It's kind of cool. I mean, Bane's the bad guy. I assume.
Yeah, I need to go back through.
I'm like 3. I'm like 19 pages on like the 3rd issue. But it was like I was reading it, and then like I had to make a call for work or something, and then kind of forgot about it.
I don't know, I'm glad you guys like it, because for some reason I've always felt like that was like a guilty pleasure for some reason. Like
it makes me want to read Turtle.
Because it's not canon or something, maybe. I don't know.
It's not canon.
Yeah, it's canon.
Why ain't it
Is
canon?
it?
I don't know. I mean, we all know now that it is canon that pineapple can sometimes belong on pizzas. Michelangelo says
canon. That's someone's opinion that wrote that comic book.
Michelangelo is the pizza king.
He's not. They're all the pizza kings.
I still say that you found one instance of him saying it's acceptable sometimes, and I found one instance of him saying it's gross. So
yours is a sometimes, the other one's gross. The middle ground there means it's probably not good.
In the DC universe, it's canon. We'll just throw that there. Yours is not DC universe.
I love the Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Power Rangers is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It's so good.
One of my random first pulls was like a Bebop and Rocksteady mini. Don't know why I got it, but they like time travel. It was kind of funny. I think it's 4 issues. They're all on IDW now, right? Turtles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like I think this box right here with the Power Ranger in front of it is like other stuff, which consists of like IDW, Source Point Press.
Bidsole, Bidsole, what are you talking about? What's the 30 sold out real quick? What do you need?
The bandanas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, help us get to 100 subscribers and then win the giveaway. Well, what? Because we got one for you. I got
we
one.
Need 24 subscribers.
Comic Book Poser or Bidsole, they seem to be the most wanting of these two. So you guys can, maybe we'll just set up a fight.
Yeah, you guys fight.
We'll hit 100 subscribers, you guys fight. And then
on a live stream. We'll have you on a live stream where you'll fight.
We need
meet halfway.
You got to stay 6 feet apart, though.
Yes, it will be Rock'em Sock'em style, but instead of it being a robot, it's just really long fists you'll throw at each other. Sticks with fists on them. It's like you know how Green Arrow will sometimes have like a boxing glove.
Yeah.
On the end of his thing. It's stuff like that you have to use because you have to stay the distance. Unless you guys are related. That'd be weird.
Or like that's the thing, you're gonna win a bandana that you can wear around. So maybe
shit. The winner, ironically, also is safe once they win.
If it's a fight to the death, it doesn't really matter.
Oh yeah,
it does because you could get it from them.
Yeah, but then it's a long time.
It's your last one.
But then is it just a stalemate?
No, then we'll send it to the person that died originally's family.
Oh, that's nice.
Because it's like, hey, he technically killed the other guy too later, so I guess that wins.
It's the whole in a knife fight, the loser dies in the alley, the winner dies in the ambulance.
Yeah.
In a knife fight. It's like that with a COVID death fight.
Or like when the Mountain fought the Viper in Game of Thrones.
God! I don't even remember that.
My buddy was so mad because he's just like, the second the Viper came on, this is my favorite character. I'm so into this dude. And then like 3 episodes later, you're like, yeah.
Who's not into that dude? Dang.
I mean, yeah, he's a handsome guy.
Yeah, he is. Not good.
Who's that?
The Viper from Game of Thrones. You know, how we normally get to these conversations. So something is killing the children bandana at 100. I think we should wrap this up soon because we said an hour. We can try to be close to that. I think from the time that it's worked, we're close to an hour, right? Where are we at time-wise?
It's like an hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah. If you haven't already, smash that like button. Share it to your friends.
Smash it. We had somebody who disliked it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is our first dislike that we've had.
It's our first dislike. That's all right. I'm sorry.
So we're making it.
Wait, guys, that might have been me.
Damn it,
that
Nick.
would be surprising. Sorry to that one person we finally disappointed. I'm shocked we didn't get one before. The fact this is our first one is shocking to me.
Poser, I loved, if All-Star Batman you're talking about is Snyder's run, and the All-Star Superman is Morrison's run. I personally would say All-Star Superman is better than All-Star Batman, but they're both great.
I would disagree. I would still say they're both great, so but I would say All-Star Batman.
I read.
So I would start with All-Star Superman
#1 and was not blown away yet. So maybe it gets better.
I mean, it's a Grant Morrison book. It's going to take like 6 issues before things really start to make you like be like, oh, this is cool. I'm into this.
All right. Well, then I'll keep going with it. But I only read it because I got extra points on DC Universe.
Yeah, which is funny. I noticed I started watching the DC dailies because I like the interviews, and it's like cool background noise. I'm essentially listening to a podcast. And they gave me extra points because I listened to one that came out within 48 hours.
Oh. But you still can only get $250 a day or a week?
A week, I think. I'm not sure. But that's the thing. It just started this week, right? There was a person on there that had 1,500 points. So I don't know what the fuck happened there. Maybe you can buy points, which seems weird and awkward.
Or if you get bonus points, maybe you can get extra. I don't know.
I appreciate Kane Paul was saying he was making sure he didn't do the dislike. I appreciate that people are double checking, like, somehow somebody couldn't possibly dislike this. It must be a mistake. Let me make sure I didn't do it.
The only thing I would say is that, like, at this point we've made it. When you got haters, it means you made it. So it's a win-win.
We got a diss track? Oh yeah. Shit. All right. We'll lay some rhymes down for the haters. Nick's already ready. He's been wanting to rap battle for ages
now. No, we're not gonna do that.
Nope.
Nope, not me.
Yeah. So thanks everybody. Thank you for subscribing and clicking that bell and hitting that thumb. Either thumb, because we don't mind the haters. You know what? However you feel, you feel.
That's fine.
We don't need your validation.
I think I know who that was.
You do? Oh, I think you do too. That's funny.
Oh no, now we have 2.
Okay. Oh, awesome. Look at that. I shouldn't have said we don't need your validation.
Somebody switched because we had 7 upvotes and 1, and now it switched to 6 and 2. So somebody.
I think it technically started later.
Oh, now we're back to 7-1.
Man. So it was weird.
The roller coaster over here. The rest of the live stream is just gonna be us watching the thumbs weirdly go up back and forth. And it's like ping pong.
We're bingo bongoing. To pull back an original quote that wasn't part of the stream.
All right.
So have you guys heard anything about Tom King lately?
I'm Tom.
I really want Strange Adventures #2. I know that.
We are talking about Tom King. Damn it. 9 panels are overused. They have their place. They're overused. Strange Adventures.
I hope
Strange Adventures is already overrated, but it was good.
All 9 panels. The whole.
How is it already? It's not even complete.
Yeah, but it was super hyped right from the get-go before it was even published.
It's weird that like so many people hate this guy, but so many people also overhype this guy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's why I'm like, but I'm somewhere in the middle. That's what bothers me. I'm like, I do not hate Tom King.
I mean, I love him. He's easily one of my favorite.
I love some of the things he's made. He's made some really great things. I do not love all of it, and there are just people who will be like, "If Tom King made it, it's amazing," and I'm like, it's not all amazing. I'm sorry, no one's perfect. No. I love Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns is screwed up too. It's just
some of my all favorite books and stuff has been Tom King, but yeah, not all Tom King has been stuff I've loved. So that's fine. That's fine. That's good. Maybe he's just like well rounded and I'm not.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Hickman and you just don't understand it.
It's me, yeah. Maybe it's me, not him.
All right, but anyways, thank you for joining us. I'm assuming we'll probably do this again next week because we kind of got off for 1 week. We had a mental health time. But we'll keep trying to do this once a week because we're also running low on our canned episodes, which is making me sad.
Yeah.
We
got
many.
Interview, and we did one other record this way, right?
Yep, we have two. We have at least two more of these type things where we recorded while we were zooming.
Zoom. Zoom.
Make my heart go boom boom. A supernova girl.
I think you didn't have the pitch there. Like, I think you didn't hit it right. It's supposed to be my supernova girl, right? Isn't that how it goes?
Zoom. Make my heart go boom boom. A supernova girl. I think there might be two different things, but I'm pretty sure part of it is how I just did it. Either way, shout out to Xenon Girl of the 21st Century, Disney Channel original movie. You know,
we now have 30 downvotes.
Oh, and Nat just showed up. Hi, popping in drunkenly say hi. Miss you too. No, Todd, no.
Cheers.
Oh, knowing my Xenon Girl of the 21st Century cover? Damn. But that's Protozoa, which is his name. Oh my god, it's all coming back. Holy shit. Protozoa with his spiky blonde little tips.
I don't remember anything about that, but I remember that song.
That's all that's really needing to be.
Yeah.
See you. Yeah. No, cool. No. Why are we Xenon Girling meow? Right? Meow. I don't know. Something about Zoom. Oh, we said Zoom and then Zoom. And it was a whole thing.
You said we were zooming, and I said zoom.
Yeah, and I was like, that's
boom.
I don't know how to not sing that song if someone goes and says enough zooms. Nick is just like, guys.
He's like, can they just end it?
He just slowly walks away. Todd loses all points. All right. Well, it was short-lived, but you know what?
You had more than I did.
I go down with my ship. That's fine. I own everything that I do. Anyways, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
That's how we go out on the high. We'll see you. Hopefully, we'll have an episode Monday, and then we'll see you next week, probably for another live stream. Have yourselves
Thursday or Friday?
It'll be Thursday.
We might have to figure something else out. Thursday is my wife's birthday. Remember?
It'll be Thursday. I'm going to just put a video of
Cole eating dinner with his wife.
I said I think a great birthday present was going to be that she could join us live.
Yeah, and be interviewed.
Well, why didn't we have
on
your
the
wife
show?
on her birthday?
You're on the show.
Yeah.
It's a high honor to be the first guest on the live show.
On the live show. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well. Oh yeah.
Aside from maybe someone's dog, I don't know.
Yeah, Bella's been on. Yeah. Always has. All right. Anyways, so I'm Todd.
I'm Cole.
I'm Nick.
And this has been Comic Burrito, a podcast live stream. Thank you all. Have a good night.